Good evening. In today's summary, President Wavel Ramkalawan has refuted allegations that two of the containers involved in the explosion at the CCCL on December the 7th belonged to the military and the police. President Ramkalawan says the incident is still under investigation, which needs to be concluded as fast as possible. And well, the president was speaking during the presidential press conference, currently live on SBC2, Paradise FM, and YouTube. He has also confirmed that the keys of the containers were in possession of the military. President Ramkalawan was also queried about two appointments of two foreign women, a South African and a Mauritian, at the Seychelles Revenue Commission, SRC, and the board of the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS. He said that a potential Seychelles candidate who could occupy one of the posts did not put her name forward, and that the priority is always for Seychelles. He also noted that the appointment of the force will elevate the level of the SRC and the NBS board. During the press conference, the president also announced that he is leaving the country tomorrow. He is to meet with the Pope in Rome at the invitation of the Pontiff. The Transport Department is to negotiate with the government for financing of damaged roads on La Digue. Transport Minister Anthony Deshak was answering questions related to his ministry yesterday during the National Assembly. He also answered questions about club cars on the island and announced the policy of this mode of transportation is currently being revised. Oil spills have the potential in drastically damage the environment as well as the livelihood and the health of the population. It is important for a country to be able to react to any of oil spills incident quickly and efficiently to reduce the damage it may cause. Seychelles has a national oil spill contingency plan which was drafted over 20 years ago. The Department of Environment is working with the Nairobi Convention Secretariat to update the national plan to ensure the country will be ready to deal with any incident that may occur. An expert with 35 years of experience managing oil spills, Peter Taylor, is working on the project. A draft is expected to be ready by the third quarter of this year. Mr. Taylor believes it is important to have multiple sectors of government to assist in this initiative.
Vital importance is for all the organisations who may have a role to play if there is an incident, is that those organisations are all coordinated so that everyone who has a role to play comes together so there is a coordinated and integrated approach to ensuring that the incident can be dealt with in the most efficient manner. And the converse of that is if there isn't that coordination, then response can be not integrated and therefore less efficient and less effective. Oil spills can cause various types of damage. They can be ecological, so damage to the natural world, be that the life that lives along the shoreline or close to the shore, such as coral reefs or the birds and mammals that live in the oceans. But probably equally important, there are the socio-economic impacts, particularly for Seychelles. That would be tourism or the fisheries industry, which can also be impacted by an oil spill.
Finance requirements, monitoring and evaluation framework are some of the topics that the 7th cohort of the Blue Grants Fund got guidance on for the implementation of their projects. This was during a project implementation workshop organized by the Seychelles Conservation and Climate Change Adaptation Trust, SEICAT.
To enhance the participation in the flying fish industry in the outer islands is the key focus of the project of Stuart Lang, a lecturer and researcher at the Blue Economy Research Institute in UNICE. His project was approved by SEICAT. He participated in the workshop for project implementation that SEICAT organized so that his project can become successful.
The aim is to ensure that the recreational fly fishing industry is managed in the most effective way. So firstly, from our project's perspective, looking at it from an economic standpoint, so making sure that the people who are participating in it, we're getting the maximum number without a negative impact on the environment. And that will come in with an ecological side of a study, which must happen further down the line, where we look at the carrying capacity and how fishes impact upon the marine environment. When we have those two projects together, then we'll have an amazing and cutting-edge socio-ecological model that can help managers to make sure that the fly fishing industry is optimally managed into the future. We're getting feedback and exposure to the whole process, from the financial reporting to the interim reporting, and it's also giving us the platform and the opportunity to engage with SACAT to make sure that we are understanding what is expected of us.
In total, there are 21 projects that were approved. 15 out of 21 participants were present at the workshop. The projects vary from fisheries, development in new businesses that have to do with the blue economy and climate change. The Chief Executive Officer of SACAT, Maime Jeremy, said the workshop is also an opportunity to address issues the participants are facing.
Over the years, we have encountered some issues with our past grantees, or sort of mismanagement of their expectations, but also addressing their capacity issues. So with today's workshop, we really hope that we are building their capacity, building their confidence, so that once they start implementing the projects, they know how to keep records of everything that they are doing to showcase the successful implementation of their grants.
And with this, we end the summary. Good evening.